Hey guys, welcome again for another great YouTube video. My name is Seal and here you are in Tremendous Generation. Remember, in this channel we talk about how to unleash the power within you and how to win the money game. So please stay tuned to the end of this video. Today I want to talk about 8 habits of wealthy people. You know, one of the things that I've been learning those last months and weeks through books and also the courses that I'm taking right now is that when you want to succeed, you need to learn how to model people that have accomplished what you want to do. So why did I choose wealthy people? Because in this channel, remember, we talk about how to unleash the power within you and also how to win the money game. So I believe that in order for you to bring out that ability and that skill which is in you, you really need to learn how to model successful people. So today I hope that this video is going to inspire you, encourage you, and also motivate you to take a new way of doing things. So stay tuned to the end of this video, and don't forget, before we go further, go below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give me a big fat like. Okay, so let's dive in. Alright, so the first thing that I would like to talk with you that almost or every wealthy people share or have in common is that they live or they limit their expenses, at least at the beginning. So a lot of people want to become financially free. One of the mistakes that they're still doing, or one of the mistakes that's the common or the general people, I want to say the average people keep doing every day, is to live with high expenses. You know, as you get started or as you want to jump from the middle class to a higher class, to the wealthy class, you really need to reconsider your expenses. You really need to reevaluate your budget. You really need to just slow things down for a moment. Of course, when you're gonna reach some certain goal, you're gonna come back. You know, one of the good books that I've read months ago is the book called The Richest Man in Babylon. In that book, the man was saying that when you reach a certain level in the growth of your money, you really need to be patient and let that money work for you for a couple of times again before you can start to enjoy it. So in that point, I want to talk about also delayed gratification. You may want to take something right now, but you really need to slow things down for a moment. The next thing is that they keep learning. You need to keep learning. Don't stop learning. In fact, the moment you stop learning is the time where you stop growing. So wealthy people, they always keep learning. You really need to ask yourself what things, you know, one of the great men that I appreciate is the President Trump. In one of his motivation he was saying that he asked to himself every day what things he can learn, what he doesn't know today. Every day he asks himself the question, what do I need to learn, or what things I don't know. So you need to keep learning. Don't forget that the more you learn, the more you grow, the more your skills get developed. So that is another thing you really need to consider. So the next thing is that they do exercise. Exercise is very important because, you know, I found that by doing exercises at home, especially by doing push-ups, I realized that the more exercises you do, the better you feel, and also there's an emotional effect toward that. You learn to be more attracted to challenges, you learn to be accommodated to pain, you learn to go beyond yourself. You know, Exercises doesn't just mean to help you to have a better body, a better shape, but it's also help you as an entrepreneur, as a next wealthy guy. So the other thing you really need to consider is to learn from your mistakes. Of course, as you are on your path for the success, no matter what type of business you are in, don't forget, you really need to learn from your mistake. You will make, of course, but a mistake isn't a mistake when you have learned something from that. So scrutinize, analyze every step, every bad step you have made. It may be by encountering bad people, by going to the bad place. Just analyze every mistakes that you have made and learn lessons from them. So the next thing is that they don't give up. Yes, rich or wealthy people learn or know how to do not give up. Of course, sometimes you will decide to do something. You will ask some people to help you. You know, for example, if you ask some of your friends to lend you money, if you just ask someone something, I don't know what it can be, but sometimes or most of the time you will receive negative answers. You won't be able to get the things you expected. You will get frustrated. You will get maybe angry at a certain time. But most of the people, when things get tough, they decide to just give in or give up. But rich people, they don't give up. They don't take a no for an answer. They keep going and keep trying. So this is another thing you really need to learn and acquire in your daily life. So the other point is that they are consistent. They are consistent. You know, you can do something for a certain period of time and you may find success at the beginning or you may not. But a lot of people, the other thing they do, when they see that the results aren't quick as they want, they just decide to slow things down, or they just are irregular in their own commitment. But I want to tell you something. You really need to consider, you really need to be consistent. Learn to do some little thing that will make you consistent every day. Example, one of the consistent action that I've learned to do is to always make my bed every morning. You know what? I wasn't doing it for years, but when I read a book, when I hear some motivational posts, I've just decided to do it, and now I've been doing it for almost 2 months. So consistency is something you really need to learn. You may have the talent, you may have the money, you may have the will, but if you are not consistent, you will not see results. So you really need to be consistent. So the next thing is that they surround themselves with good people. You know, you may have all the good points that we've talked about previously, but if your surroundings are poor, as I mean poor, I mean that they aren't following the same path as you do. They just maybe distractive for you, or they are just not for you. They may be good people. I don't say they are bad people, but I'm saying that for the goal you want to reach, they are the people you need to surround yourself with. So choose very carefully your friend. Choose very carefully the people with you, that you spend your time with, because it will affect what you're gonna be. It will affect the type of choice you're gonna do. So as a rich people, be tough on yourself and choose carefully your surroundings or your friends. So the last thing, or the last habit that rich people have in common, is that they are emotionally intelligent. You know, one of the things that I keep saying to myself, because you're gonna notice that emotions are battles that we have to fight every day. Sometimes someone says that the life is made of 10% of circumstances and 90% of your reaction. You really need to be emotionally intelligent. Learn to control your emotion. Learn to not let your emotions make the thinking or take the decisions for you, but decide and choose what is the path you will need. I want to tell you one thing. You will maybe sometimes feel in a certain way, but the way you feel doesn't mean that you need to act that way. You may feel bad and decide to act good. You may feel afraid but decide to act courageously. So be emotionally intelligent, because the better you get control of your emotions, the better you will grow in yourself and your wealth be sustained. Because a lot of people get wealthy and the emotion of greed, the emotion of fear, the emotion of instant satisfaction just got them, and they end by losing everything or almost everything. So I don't want it for you. So that's what I want to talk with you today. If you like this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I tell you bye bye. It was still take care.